In this video, we will explore one of the most intriguing discoveries from the Middle East. The possibility that historical figures such as the Pharaohs of Egypt and the kings of Babylon did not die, but instead entered a state of dormancy. Over the centuries, these powerful leaders may have been preserved in such a way as to await the right moment to return. Mummification, far from being a simple funerary practice, may have served to ensure the preservation of these beings until a future moment, possibly after a global cataclysm. One of the pieces of evidence for this theory came from a recent discovery, a coffin containing a mummified being, which still seemed to show signs of life. The inscriptions around the body indicated possible instructions for awakening him. But what does this mean for humanity? Could we be talking about the famous Nephilim, the giants mentioned in various ancient traditions, including the Bible? And what would be the role of the Egyptian pyramids in this process? The pyramids, with their strategic location over Earth's magnetic points and their ability to preserve food and bodies, may have been built to ensure that the pharaohs would survive through the centuries, waiting for the right moment to awaken. What will happen when these ancient figures return? Stay with us to explore the mysteries behind these figures and their connections to the fallen angels and the hidden forces of the past. My name is Enki Petrus, and today I'm going to share something fascinating with you. Let's explore the idea that some historical figures, such as the kings of ancient Babylon and the pharaohs of Egypt, may not have actually died, but instead entered a state of dormancy. For centuries, many of these great leaders would have been waiting for the right moments to awaken, something that harks back to the ancient practice of mummification. This is not a new topic, but it is still very intriguing. In the Middle East, a surprising discovery was made. An ancient coffin was found with a mummified figure inside. The most curious thing is that this person was in a state of sleep, and although they appeared dead, they still showed signs of life, such as slight movement and breathing. To top it off, there were inscriptions around the body that, according to scholars, could be instructions for awakening this person. When I talk about the return of the fallen angels and the Nephilim, who are beings connected to this lineage of giants, I am referring to something that humanity still does not fully understand. The Bible and other ancient sources warn us about the return of these forces. These beings, who supposedly can be awakened after millennia, have the potential to guide or dominate humanity in a way that is incomprehensible to us. This connection with the pyramids of Egypt is also significant. It is believed that the pyramids are not just tombs, but rather preservation devices, built to ensure that the pharaohs would not actually die. The structure of the pyramids is aligned with specific magnetic points on the Earth, and the energy fields generated by these constructions would preserve the mummified bodies, preventing them from decaying. These pharaohs, in turn, may have intended to remain in a state of dormancy until the world was ready for their return, perhaps even after some cataclysm that affected the Earth, such as the flood. Even though we cannot say for certain what really happened, it is possible that these dormant beings are waiting for the right moment to return. It's not hard to imagine the impact of discovering a sarcophagus thousands of years old containing a figure that still shows signs of life. This raises questions about what really happened to these ancient rulers and what the purpose of such prolonged hibernation might be. Do you believe these events have something to do with the fallen angels? Or is there a different explanation? What do you think about this concept of awakening after a long period? Could these beings be connected to an ancient lineage of giants? Or is there something even more mysterious behind this story? It's great to see that you stayed until the end of this video. Take a moment to comment which city or country you're from. Thanks for your support. I'll see you in our next video.